Hello and welcome to another update of my Monday update on my seedlings. And as you can see, I have several plants out today. What I didn't have last week out that I have out today are my tomatoes. And as you can see here, this is a tray of 18 tomatoes. I'm growing about 6 or 7 different varieties of tomatoes. And here's another 18 here, and we've been getting sprinkles of rain here and there, and so the rainwater of course does wonders for your vegetables and flowers. Here's a tray of spinach, and I also have some sage in here. And this stuff that you see here, this comes from my hackberry tree that I have here uh, on my property. And here I have another tomato plant. Here's another tomato plant. It's leaning over because of the rain. But of course, as soon as the sun comes out, it'll stand back up. I have some celery here, Swiss chard, more celery here in the back. Over here, I have my curly kale. It's about 18 of those, I believe. Here are my peppers, different types of peppers that I'm growing. Another tray of 18 celery. Over on this tray I have about 18 more plants of Swiss chard, and they're getting pretty root bound because they really need to go into the garden. But I know that we're going to have another frost coming this weekend, so I'm going to hold off. And then over here, guys, I have my zinnias, and they are doing really, really beautifully. Absolutely love zinnias. And as I've stated, here's that tray of tomatoes. And one more thing that I have out here is this tray here, and it has a bunch of different things in it. I have some more sage here. This is my forget-me-nots. That looks like an okra. Let's see, is this a morning glory? No, this is a green. No, this is, I think this is another Texas Star hibiscus, but this is a reused pot that I'm using, so I know it's not a bell pepper. There's some morning glory in here, pigeon peas, and this is another Texas Star hibiscus here. And so I'm thinking, because they look just alike, that I need to go on and label that also as another Texas Star hibiscus. And I have a few okra in here as well. And everything that you see out here has been hardened off, but I'm going to bring everything inside when the temperatures drop below 50, and wait until after the frost to place the celery, Swiss chard, and the kale into the garden beds because they can tolerate a bit of the cold. But I'm going to hold off on the tomatoes and the peppers until it gets warmer. But now I'll take you inside and show you what I have growing under the shop lights. Okay guys, so here under my grow light, I have some more tomatoes that I've been trying to germinate right here in the middle. These are the beefsteak tomatoes. And then over here are my Romas. And then over here to the far left, these are the Abe Lincolns. And so, of course, once some of them start to germinate, you want to move it under the light, and so that's why I have a lot of empty cells. Right now I'm hoping that the others will germinate as well. But all of these tomatoes here will be for the farmer's market, because I have already germinated and I'm hardening off the tomatoes that will be planted in my garden. And so now I'm going to take you over and show you the things that I have under the shop lights. Okay, so under the shop lights here I have 2 trays of 18 of the Black Beauty eggplants, and then I have a tray of 2 trays of green bell peppers, and 1 tray of yellow bell peppers. And these have been potted up recently, and none of them have developed their true leaves as of yet, but they have been potted up from the little peat pellets where I grew them in. I've gone on and labeled them because at this time labeling is crucial, because these are the seedlings that I plan to sell, so I don't want to get anything confused. Now with the eggplants, it's very easy to identify them because they will have a purple stem, but when it comes to the bell peppers, the red, yellow, orange, green, they all typically look alike, so I want to make sure that I keep them labeled. But I've just placed this little sign in there for now, but when I get ready to prepare the label that will stick to the individual pot, that's when I will place on the label on each pot what they are. But at this time I'm not ready to do that just yet, so that's why I'm only using 1 sign per tray to be able to identify what they are. And here under the table, under shop lights, I have romaine lettuce all the way in the back. I think it's a tray of about 18, and then I have a tray of baby bok choy. I have a few of the red bell peppers here. In the back over there I have some more okra and mixed lettuces in the back. More baby bok choy over here. And in this tray here I have gypsophilia, which is another name for baby's breath, some more spinach, another bell pepper. This looks like some Brussels sprouts. So it's just a mixture of other things, and I'm going to take this tray and go and put it outside because there's no room to put anything else up under the table here. And I have 3 shop lights under the table and 3 shop lights on top of the table. But what's new is the romaine lettuce, the mixed lettuce over there, and the baby bok choy. And now I'll take you outside and show you the things that I have growing outside. And here is what is left outside. Here's some thyme, oregano, basil, spinach in the back, more oregano here, peppers, eggplant, some new things that have sprouted. These are marigolds here in the back, I know for sure. Not certain on these. I think these might be either peppers or tomatoes. I can't tell just yet until it gets its true leaves. But here are the eggplants. More peppers. Shasta daisies and dill. And more peppers here. I've taken everything out of the greenhouse so it can get some of this good rainwater and continue with, being hardened off. But there you have it. Thank you so much for joining me for my weekly update. And if you liked the video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for future videos. God bless. Bye-bye.